When we did comedy here at the Rumshack, Kelly was here every Monday night, maybe except for 1 or 2 nights. I think you were having surgery, so that was excusable. But almost here every night, supporting comedy, and Bucky too was here along with us. So we have Ralph in the back, another regular supporter, and looking out tonight, we've got some of the old regulars. We've got Dave Kelly from the old Ray's Key West Grill, who used to be here on a regular basis, and of course we have Hemp, who started the open mic at Ray's way back. I think it was 2005. So, what's that? Was it 2004? So it's going to be a fun night, hopefully, with comedy and whatnot. We have Lisa Correo, who was here, going to be going up a little bit later on. Lisa has some exciting personal news she's going to share with you later on, I'm sure. So, no, it's good. It's good. It involves money. It involves money. We have Will Watkins, who was here who was a regular at Ray's here, and Lucas just walked in, and we have Bill Maroney, who's a good friend of Jim's, and we have Susie the Puppet Lady. How can we do a farewell show without Susie Chevalier and Razel? Melody couldn't make it. Apparently she's got a gig somewhere in Orlando. But anyway, so it's just going to be a fun night. And by the way, when this place reopens, what I heard is that it's reopening as Jacques Duvalier's barbecue and Haitian cuisine. So it could work. It could work. I think it's worth a shot. You know, barbecue and Haitian food. It could work. This is what happens when the crowd isn't warmed up and you try to do a new bit. It doesn't really go over. No, a barbecue sports bar. So I think it's going to be. They're going to continue the tradition of fine entertainment and food here. And I'm going to order some food too as well. All right, let's see here. If you're a comic and you've walked in late, you're totally fucked because I'm not going to put you up. Just to let you know. No, I'm just kidding. No, if you walked in late, just come see me and I'll put you on the list. Well, I know Kirk is coming from Wings. I think he's down in Boynton Beach. I'm not sure if Wendy's going to make it or not. We know David Stebbins is still in California, so in fact, I think he may be meeting with his parole officer right about this time because they're 3 hours behind us. Anyway, Joel Marks. Joel came up from Miami to watch the show. Joel was a regular here, semi-regular at the old Ray's Key West Grill. So we have Tony Rivera, who was a regular here when it was the Rumshack. So anyway, this is the way it's going to work tonight. Anybody who went up when it was Ray's can do 20 or 30, and anyone that was here just as the Rumshack, you can do like 2 minutes. So that's. Oh no, we're not going to do it that way.
Kelly gets an hour.
So, what's that?
Kelly gets an hour.
Or Kelly gets an hour? Okay, Kelly gets an hour. And I want to say hi to Nicole at the bar. Nicole, can you hear me? Hi, Nicole, can you hear me? No, she can't hear me over there. Nicole is one of my favorite bartenders. Oh, speaking of Rumshack bartenders, this is a true story. I had a day off last week. I think I had Thursday off last week, and I wanted to get a massage. So there's this woman that works for Massage Envy in Boynton that I met a few years ago. She came to one of my comedy shows at the Improv, and so I called to make an appointment. I thought Thursday she'll have an opening. Nothing. Totally booked for the afternoon. So I was like, fuck. So I thought, well, where can I get a massage, and not spend too much money? So I thought, of course, Rachel's, because they have girls there. You can give them $20, and they'll work on your neck and your back for like 5 minutes. And I hadn't been to Rachel's in a while. It'd been like 4 or 5 years. I don't know what kept me away. But anyway, so I went back, and I walk in and sit down at the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, how you doing?" And I recognized her, and I go, "Where do I know her from?" And I couldn't remember her name, and I thought, was she like a one-night stand like 2 years ago? I ruled that out because I didn't have any. So, and then I realized, where do I meet most people? And I thought, well, she has to be from the Rumshack. And sure enough, it was Vicky, who worked here at the Rumshack for a number of years. She's now bartending. Kevin, you remember Vicky, right? Did you know she was at Rachel's?
She was only here 1 night a week, 4 nights there.
Yeah. So, oh, she was already there earlier. Oh, okay. I thought she left here to go there. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it was kind of funny running into her there. Run into the mayor of Lake Worth. He was there as well as all kinds of politicians and local judges and stuff. It was a fun day. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so I'm not going to do any bits. Maybe later I'll think of something. So anyway, some comics are going to come up and they can do material. Some are just going to say things from their heart about performing here at the Rumshack and the Old Rays. I will forever remember 606 Lake Avenue as the place where I probably did comedy here more than anywhere else in South Florida. So this place means a lot to a lot of us comics. It's where we learned comedy. It's where we first get booed. It's where we first ran into people that really didn't like our comedy. It's where, like we started the open mic. Hemp started it in 2005, and 2004. I'm sorry, and I haven't had any beers yet either. Hemp started it in 2000. I think what month was it? February, March 2004, and that August 12th, that first year was. I'll never forget that was the night we got our first laugh, and it was such a big moment. It was such a big moment because it had taken 6 months, but we finally did it. So. Anyway, so this place has a lot of memories for a lot of us, and I'm sure for Kelly as well. How long do we do comedy here as under Rumshack's auspices? Was it 2 years? 2 years? Okay. And I think we did it for about 2 years, 2.5 years. I think almost 3 years. So 5 years we've done comedy here. That's a pretty good record for any place in South Florida. Anyway, to start the show off, I'm going to bring up the guy that started the first open mic here when it was Ray's Key West Grill. How about a nice hand for Hemp?
Keep it going for Stevie, come on. Number one, thank you, Kelly, for making this night possible. Thank you, Kevin, for making this night possible. Thank you, Ray, way back when, for making the whole thing possible. 7 years and a month ago, I did start an open mic here. It started out with me, Stevie D, Wayne Felber, and Steve Pickle the first night. Yeah, and it went over all right. None of us are big famous comedians, but that's all right. Still went over real well. Then the next week I came in and I was the only comic that showed up. But I performed anyway. But then things started getting better. We put up a sign asking for people to call if they wanted to perform here. And the first call I got is from somebody pretty much all of us know. And I think you'll recognize by the way he called me who it was. I said, hello? He goes, I do dick jokes. And I said, hi, Jim Atkins. And he came in and he did a funny set. And since then it's been going on and off here for almost 7 years. And it's been a great 7 years. It's been a great era in my life. A lot of the comedy I did, probably 9/10 of it was right here in this building. And I will always appreciate this building. So it's a fitting place that this is where my comedy career ends. I have a radio show now that has become a little bit successful. I had to give up something. Unfortunately, stand-up is one of them. I have enjoyed working with each and every one of you over the past 7 years. I want to thank you. I want to thank you guys all for your support, making it possible. And Stevie, it's time to bring up the next act. Thank you.
Keep it going for Hemp. I'm going to tell you my favorite Hemp story that involved me and him at the Improv. As most of you know, I do stand-up comedy in drag. In fact, I was going to come in drag tonight, but I had to work. I was going to leave early around 4, go home, change, come in drag for a really memorable night, but I had to work, so I couldn't do it. But one night at the Improv, we'd finished doing an open mic, and I'm wearing blonde wig, blouse, high heels, fake tits, makeup, the whole shebang. And the show's over, so Hemp and I are walking over to Blue Martini, a rather upscale establishment.
With 2 young ladies.
Yeah,
one of them left me their skirt.
Anyway, okay. All right, so we're walking over there. All right. Now I'm in drag, and Hemp's like got his tie-dye T-shirt on. He's got gym shorts and sneakers. And we walk up to the front door, and there's a bouncer there. And the bouncer looks at me, and he looks at Hemp, and he goes, "You can't come in." Okay? So Hemp says to me, "Stevie, I'll catch you later." He says, "No, Tootsie's fine. You can't come in. Your shirt doesn't have a collar." So I could get in drag, but he couldn't get in wearing a T-shirt. So that just proves what my mom always said when I was a kid. And that is, Stevie, you can go anywhere in society as long as you're dressed properly. And those are good words to live by. So how about a nice little hand for that semi-funny story. All right. Gonna bring up another Rays Key West veteran. How about a nice hand for Dave Kelly?
Thanks a lot, Stevie. Wow, it's great to be up. It's been a while. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming again. Kelly, who I probably really don't know too well, but thanks for coming to all the shows. That means a lot for all the support. I don't know, I love stand-up, but once in a while, you know, just with life and another job, you know, you just can't do it all. I, of course, can't do stand-up once in a while, but I get the itch once in a while. And when I heard about this last show, I said, what the hell, I'll come. It's for a good reason, of course. Like I said, with life, you know, you got other things going on. I got a family, a wife, believe it or not, and actually a little boy. And I'm getting a little older now. I'm thinking about, you know, man, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo. Everybody's like, oh yeah, Dave, you gotta get a tattoo. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about getting my son's name on my arm. You know, get his name on there, look real cool. Buddy's like, yeah, Dave, get a tattoo, get a tribal tattoo, get a tribal. I said, Seamus, what are you talking about? He's my friend, he's Irish guy. I'm like, Dave, get a tribal tattoo. I'm like, dude, why do you have a tribal tattoo? You're short, red hair, freckles. What do you got, Opie on your arm? Give me a break. Okay, no Opie jokes. But, you know, I thought about this tattoo thing, and I'm thinking, you know what I really love? I'm a foodie, I like to eat. Fuck it, I'm getting a tattoo of a sandwich right here on my stomach. Would that be cool? Get a sandwich right here. Fuck it, turkey club right here. Shake the belly like, watch the lettuce shake, bitches. Watch that. Cool tattoo. That's what I'm talking about. Damn sandwich tattoo. That would look cool. I got a pretty good life again. I got a family. We even have a dog, which is cool. Actually, I've been in little fights with the dog lately. She kind of runs the house, of course, being a little dog. My wife's like, come on now, she's very important. She's got papers. I said, what the hell does that mean she's got papers? Oh, well, she's AKC, she's full bred. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's part bulldog and shih tzu. She's a bullshit. What's so important about that dog? How can a dog have all these papers and she's got a bad overbite? You know shih tzus, no? Yeah. That's her look. Why does she have teeth like that? Well, Dave, she's full bred, she's got papers. Her name is Freddy. Not Freddy, Freddy. And, of course, she rules the roost, she runs the show. One night, my Freddy got outside, and that night I admit I had a couple beers. So I'm running outside trying to catch Freddy. At the same time, my sciatica catches up. You guys know what sciatica is? Pain, leg, Sounds like some scary movie you see or something, like sciatica. No, that's a freaking goddamn pain down your leg. I'm running outside looking for Freddy, screaming and hollering with a sciatica nerve, going, Freddy, Freddy! The neighbors think I'm half crazy. But I guess that's a great thing about having a family, I guess. All right, guys, that's my time. Have a good night. Thank you very much. Take care.
How about a nice hand for Dave Kelly? By the way, Kevin, shouldn't these shirts be on discount now? I mean, you only get a couple months left. Another funny story, one night, you know, we'd started the open mic, Hampton started the open mic here at the old Rays, and one night I'm in the back bar and Hemp's up emceeing, and some guy was just totally drunk. Now granted, we were both new to the open mic scene, but I'm saying to myself, don't give him the mic. And what does Hemp do? He fucking gives him the mic. Oh God.
The Scottish guy.
Lesson learned. Yeah, listen to that. But then when Lisa was here, we gave it once to what's his name, WBFM guy, and that was hilarious. So so sometimes you never know. All right, our next comic coming to the stage says he's only gonna do 1 minute. I told him he could stretch it out to 90 seconds, no problem. We got plenty of time tonight. How about a nice hand for Dan?
Thank you, Stevie. Thank you. Guys, this is an honor to be here. This is really an honor to be back at the Rumshack. Every great comedian in South Florida started here. I'm talking about all the greats. All the greats. The Puppet Lady. Right? Somebody remembers someone by the name of Trevor Sparks? All the greats. We miss his friends. He was alright, but his friends were great. Remember his friends? They made the show. I love here. I love the Rumshack. This place is so great. There was one other comic. Oh yeah, Adam Long. Remember Adam Long? Jeez, he was hilarious. He should have taken all his jokes and just never told them. That's what he should have done. He's a wonderful human being. This is really, actually, it's cool to be back. It's very surreal to be back here. Because without the Rumshack, I would have never fostered the internal hatred required to continue this pointless dream of being a comedian. There's no chance that this is going to work for me. And if it wasn't for this place, I wouldn't know that. This is great. Quick story. I'm glad Lisa's here. You know your friend Tracy, right? He's the greatest. Tracy, I would say, is the king of the Rumshack. Schroeder is obviously the court jester. I love Patrick Schroeder. Patrick Schroeder, I've said this before, Patrick Schroeder is the only comedian who can take 5 minutes of great material and turn it into 45 minutes of words. I've said it before, I love saying it because it's, truth is funny. Truth is funny. But a quick story, this isn't a funny story, I didn't work it out. But Tracy Young, as we all know, was in jail. And when he was in jail, he told me, I took him out to IHOP, we got some pancakes. He had his first pancakes in 10 years by my father's money. And somehow that makes me feel like I'm doing something for the community. But Tracy Young in prison got an article about you, Lisa. He got an article about the Rumshack. And he read it, and he performed at the jail, and he said it was terrifying, but he read the article, he put it up on his bureau, or on the wall. I don't know what they have in prison, but he read this article, and it got the fire lit inside the great Tracy Young, and he came here right out of prison, and he slept on that bench, and he killed it. He destroyed it here every night. I'd say he's my favorite comedian down here. But the thing about that article is, I don't know if you guys have been to prison, but there's a rule in prison, anything you read, you have to come on. And Tracy came on Lisa's article. But what we're here for is, of course, Kelly. Kelly and Lauren, I believe, are the only two fans of South Florida comedy. And there's a good reason for that. But this is great to be here. Tracy told me personally that he wants to have sex with you. And anyone who wants to have sex with Tracy is obviously a friend of mine. So thank you very much for your time, guys. My name is Sean Began. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Sean. Come on, nice hand for Sean. All right. As I mentioned earlier, David Stebbins came back tonight. Also, Eugene Moe sends his regrets. He couldn't come by. That's a joke for like 3 people in the room. We were here one night doing comedy when Eugene Moe. Lisa, you know Eugene Moe? Oh yeah. Yeah, when he walks in with Joel Lawrence and gets the microphone and proceeds to insult us all and Ray for like Anyway, it was not a fun night in terms of comic relations. We had words, and Eugene was tossed out. He was tossed out of, and then the email started flying the next day, and that was a lot of fun too. Anyway, all right, inside joke. All right, coming next to the stage, Josh.
Thank you. This is actually, I think, the second time I performed here, because I'm on the cutting edge of new, Just found out this place. I don't know if you know the new look. It's called Grunge, new band. But Kelly, you're leaving. Sad. I remember the first time we met on Facebook. He's like, this might be a friend of your friend. I was like, Kelly, yes. That was great. And we had a great relationship since then. Your pop-ups would pop up every day on my Facebook. And I'd be like, what is this shit? Ignore it. And go straight to porn. And sometimes you would pop up when I'd be jerking off too. And relationship bloomed from there. It was great. Fantastic. Oh, man. What else to talk about? I'm not going to do jokes. But other comedians said I hold the mic like I'm a rapper, like I hold it like this. No, I hold the mic like how I eat ice cream, like this, just all up in my face, all over. That's how I like to hold the mic. Keep it friendly, because that's, hey, free shirt, gave blood today, got a free shirt, movie ticket too. Wait until I have a free day so I could use that movie ticket and sit in the movies all day and not leave. Sneak some food in there. What else? Here's a joke. Herpes are just like chicken pox, right? Can we agree with that? They're like the same. It's better to get it when you're a kid, Herpes, chicken pox, yes. Pulling out the old list. I told you, I'm cutting edge. The best technology for me. Oh, man. What else is going on? Oh, man. Laundry day. Laundry day happens whenever I run out of t-shirts I came in. So that was today. And that was great. Would you say Tracy Young was in jail? He actually emailed me on Facebook, and he did do cap locks. He's like, "What's up, nigga?" I was like, "What the?" It was caps locks. I wish they put my dream is to go to jail and put banana costumes on all the inmates, just so I could call them rotten bananas too. And I didn't even know it was racist until someone told me. You're like, what? They look like rotten bananas because they're black or whatever, the black spots on bananas. I didn't know that, but so, alright, fucking Christ. I dressed like Lucas today. that was my thing. I was gonna do a Lucas impersonation, just without the dancing. Oh man. What else is going on? Alright, I have nothing else to talk about. But thank you for having me at the Rumshack.
Keep it going for Josh. A little aside, I was at the bar getting a Yingling, and one of the customers said to me, "When does the comedy show start?" I said 10 o'clock, so let's keep it quiet until then. I was kidding. Anyway, all right. Coming next to the stage, Steve Capacci. You were never here when it was Ray's, right? You were a post-Ray's guy, right?
Yes.
How soon did you start doing comedy here after Lisa started the show?
Like a couple weeks. Maybe.
Couple of weeks?
Then I came here. I started a little before that.
Oh, okay, but so you were pretty early on here. Okay, all right. All right, coming to the stage next. Give it up for Rumshack regular under Lisa, Steve Capacci.
All right. Stevie D, everybody. Oh my. I don't know, that was at the end you said under Lisa. I don't know what that means, but
Whatever you want, baby.
me and Lisa do match tonight. We did get dressed together, so I don't know if that helps with the Kelly, you're leaving us. Don't do it. Can this be like can anything change your mind if collectively we're all just sit there and stay? Is there anything that's gonna keep you here, or is it just F Florida, I hate, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave. There's nothing you can say, Steve. I couldn't possibly want to be here any longer than. I did it backwards. Everybody like grows up in Florida and hates it and then leaves, but I grew up in Ohio and hated it, so I came here, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" Like, no, it's time. We're leaving. You have to go. You have to get out of here. I'm like, no, I just got here. It's fun. They're like, no, it's not. You're an idiot. Ooh, motorcycles. I heard them. You heard them too. How do you do, sir?
I heard we're having a party.
We are now.
Are we having a party or what?
We are having a bitchin' good time.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Come on now.
You're too fast for David Kelly.
Carry on.
The old run. Every night not every night, every week I would come here and try the best of whatever I could think of 10 minutes before I got here. And sometimes it would be funny and then I would be very happy about it, but most times it would be, everyone's like, is Steve done yet? We're trying to move on, but we're gonna miss Kelly. We're gonna miss, I like this, like the whole family of like, we used to do this all the time, and I mean, we still do it, just at different places now. So we're all still like sad, open minded. Like that hasn't changed. We all still hate ourselves and do jokes at other lonely bars. But no, once this place stopped, we all stopped doing comedy. That's what happened. All right, I'm done. I'm not. No more. I can't do it. I can't be a part of this comedy thing anymore. All right. Let's do a cheers for Kelly since she's leaving us. Let's everyone raise a glass. I say it.
Cheers.
I was gonna do a little toast maybe, make it nice, but you guys are assholes, of course. But we will miss you. We wish you the best of luck up in West Virginia. And we appreciate all the times you sat through this and had a great time, and we love you and miss you. Cheers!
Oh, yeah, all right.
All right! So you couldn't find, all right. What do you, are you moving up there for a job specifically, or no, you just see what happens? Perfect. That's it's gonna work out, don't worry. I hear coal mining's real big in West Virginia, so it is, because my cousin, I'm not bullshitting, my cousin lives in West Virginia as a coal miner, so I hear good things. So do that and you'll have a job, at least. I don't want to, like, you're moving to have a job, and I don't want to have a job now. Like I think I'm done with that. Like, I know I'm young, but I think I'm done with the working part of, like at the beginning, all the guys were like, comedy's been suffering because I've been working. No, work has been suffering because I've been doing comedy so much. No part of me is like, no. I'll be out till 1 to 2, and then I will let my job suffer terribly, and then they'll call me in the office. They'll be like, Steve, we noticed you're slipping a little bit. I'm like, you're just now noticing? Like, I've been slipping for a good 2.5 years, and shame on you for not noticing so far. What kind of boss are you? I show up late all the time and don't do a very good job. And I'm not gonna pick it up now. I'm not gonna start after you called me on it. I'm not gonna start getting better. I'm gonna do this, make jokes, and 'cause it's funner. I don't care about. Well, I mean, I care money, but I don't want jobs. I don't care about jobs. I just want to like find treasure or something. I know. Like, the people that are laughing know that I've talked to them about this several times. Like, this is a real thing. I want to just find, like, I don't want to work for, I don't want to make it, I just want to find treasure and just be happy. And like, that's it. And I don't want to look for the treasure. I don't want to be, like, on an expedition or anything. I want to just be walking and, like, trip. And be like, what do I trip on? And it's like a bayonet from the Civil War or something. I'm like, oh, perfect. And I turn it into some history museum and they give me $10 million and I'm good. And that's my life dream. Like, some people play the lottery. That's dumb. Find treasure. There's a message for you, Rumshack.
Sorry.
I stopped jokes a long time ago. I'm preaching now. I'm just telling you words to live by. Find treasure. But I want to thank you guys for letting me come here one last time. We all appreciate it. And Stevie D, I don't know where he went. Oh, there you are. All right. Kelly, we'll miss you.
Keep it going for Steve Capacci. Come on, up a nice hand for Steve, yeah. There have been a few changes here at the Rumshack. All those windows are now wide open. You get the new entranceway there. Nicole, the bartender, she quit the escort agency. So a lot of new things have changed. A lot of things have changed. Oh, she can't hear me. Who's next? Oh yeah. The first time I saw Susie, aka the Puppet Lady, was at the Improv in West Palm Beach. I think it was probably 2005. I'm not sure. I've taken drugs to try and forget the memory. But anyway, so she went up on stage. He had some kind of 60s flowing dress, hippie kind of look with some kind of bandana or hat on that said child. It reminded me of like Jenny from Forrest Gump. The kind of outfit she wore when she got married at the end of the movie. And she went up and she did the puppet stuff, and it was like, oh my God, this person is really, really strange. So and the next thing I know, she's hanging out with Jim, and she's brought into my circle. She's just brought into my social circle through Jim, and she and Jim were great friends. Anyway, so over the years, she has provided a lot of comic relief to the comic community. How could we have a farewell show without the Puppet Lady? Give it up for Susie. Come on.
Thank you, Stevie. Anyways, Razel's got a new look tonight.
Yes, of course. Where's Sean at? Sean, come back. I love you. As you said, if you have sex with Tracy Young, which I did, look at my face. Take a picture of my beauty mark. Did you notice anything different about my face and my hair? I'm tan, and I also look like Lisa Carrero now because I have dark black hair. Give it up for, well, first off, I want to give it up for Jim Atkins. Clap, everybody. I used to do this at the Rays. Jim was a great friend of ours, and I know Jim didn't really like me, but he loved Melody, and Melody's not here tonight. And I just wanted to say, oh, there's Dave Kelly, and he's married to Janet, of course. I was known for talking on stage, always talking to the comics and making fun of them. If you ever crossed my path and was evil, like Non once was at the it was at Buddha. Of course, I made fun of him here, but the long-lasting memory is Tracy Young. And of course, he didn't show his face because he knew I'd be here tonight. And of course, my beauty is always going to be remembered at the Rumshack. And Lisa, you do have my video, and I know oh God, I don't know if I should tell you this, but I'm still being stalked. Don't leave, Lucas. I know he's growing a beard. And he even called Sue prejudice one night. And the guy with the one eye even made fun of me, too. I remember that. We were sitting over there. I remember the night, even when, well, anyways, I don't want to ramble on. Will Watkinson's here, too, and he got a little fatter. I'm sorry. I cut people down. Hemp actually lost weight. And give it up for Hemp, even though he's not here. He called me Puppet Lady. Actually, he called me Puppet Lady. And I believe the skinny one, the small one, is Mike, right? Mike? When I read the poem to Jim, about Jim, don't talk. I don't want to hear any talking. And of course, Kevin, give it up for Kevin. If it wasn't for Kevin, we wouldn't be here right now. And Kelly, I don't know who you are. I know you were a fan. And and Trevor, I miss Trevor. And all of his friends were drunk. And I remember that one night I was so drunk on stage. And who else is here tonight? Oh, Bill Maloney, smells like baloney, and of course Pelican, a stalker, and of course give it up for Stevie, the cross-dresser. No one's gonna clap now. Okay, I'll get off the stage. Bye-bye, love you.
Keep it going for the puppet lady. Susie, I would have thought you would have learned by now I'm a transvestite, not a cross-dresser. Okay? There's a huge difference. A guy that goes to a Halloween party, he dresses at night, never does it. That guy's a cross-dresser, and I hate those guys because cross-dressing should be left to professionals. That's the way I feel about it. Never do new material on a farewell night. That's the rule number one. First thing I learned at the Improv. Anyway, just kidding. All right. Coming up next is, where's Mike? There he is. All right. By the way, you have Lisa's mic stand, right?
Yes.
Where the fuck is it?
It's in my basement.
Your basement. Well, there's a show going on tonight, and we don't have a mic stand.
Sorry.
All right. You're forgiven. All right. Give it up for Mike Citron. Come on.
Thank you, Stevie. Thank you. And thank you all for coming out here. I just want to say, the Rumshack looks very different. They definitely got the smell of rape and child porn out of here. It's amazing. I'm sorry. Too soon? Okay. One thing I wanted to say was, when I first got to the Rumshack, Lisa put me up, which was awesome. I don't really have jokes. I'm just gonna like talk about some shit. And then I got bumped for Sue the Puppet Lady, and I was upset. I was upset. I went home. I'm like, why Sue the Puppet Lady takes my spot? But she's funny. She gave me a lot of good material. And I always thought to myself, if I fuck Sue the Puppet Lady, does she pop out with the puppets during sex? Like, does she starts talking in racist lingo like, you have a penis of a Puerto Rican, but you look like a Guatemalan. Just a thought. I don't know. We'll just roll with that one. No, but seriously, Lisa gave me my first hosting spot here, which was awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa. That was really cool. I did a horrible job, but everybody was pretty supportive. You guys came, and that was really cool. And my one memory was I go to the bathroom, and there's a homeless man taking a shit in the back, like with the door wide open, and just like pulling out a big one, like really just nasty ass shit. And I mention it, and no one believed me, and then Patrick Schroeder went back there and confirmed it on stage that it was a nasty shit. And that was my memory of hosting. And then next week, the Rumshack was done with comedy. So, I don't know if I saw a correlation there. And then I started doing hosting gigs at National Lampoon's, and I was like, cool, I'm starting to host. This is awesome. And then National Lampoon's is closing. So, is it me? I don't know. But it was awesome. Great memories. Josh Geller, first time he went on stage, I think, right? Like, wasn't I hosting? I know, first time I met you. And that was cool, because I was like, I hope this kid is funny. And he was much funnier than me, which made me feel like shit at the end of the night. But that was awesome. I was like happy for Josh. Scott Stern, I don't know where he's at. That was cool. What else? What else I'll end on a joke real quick and I'll get off stage. I have things in common with black people. I know. Black stereotypes. People think black people like to wear baggy clothes. I can't find my own size in Macy's. Thank you. I don't know. I heard a giggle. Black people can't get a cab due to racism. I can't get a cab because the cab driver can't see me waving them down. Thank you. My name is Mike Citron. And you guys rule.
Keep it going for Mike. By the way, I was talking to Kelly while Mike was up, and she said she will stay in Florida, Florida, if someone has a good set tonight. So, come on. Come on. Someone has to have it. Okay. What's that? I didn't hear you. I'm into 2 Yinglings, and I'll be into a few more before the night is over. All right. Coming next to the stage, he came all the way down from West Palm? No, from like Port St. Lucie, Stewart area, where a very good friend of mine lives. Not you. Anyway, give it up for Casey Peruski.
Thank you. One more time for my good friend, what's his name? My good friend, Kelly, you are the lifeblood of us comedians. Without fans, we don't exist. So thank you for your, one more time for Kelly, come on. We do it for you and the drugs. Mainly the drugs. But you too, thank you, very good. Mike Cintron, give it up for Mike real quick. Where'd Mike go? Mike went to the bathroom. Mike, I don't know a lot of people, you know I run a room, Mickey Finn's in Port St. Lucie. I know you'll be in Port St. Lucie any Wednesday. Always promote. Always promote. Anyways. Yeah, also known as shit.
You're banned.
Now I'm gonna go to I Don't Care. Hey, who wants to perform by a fireplace in Grandma's old closet? I can't wait. Oh wait, I'll wait for a poet. Mike Cintron was up here earlier. I run, and anyways, at Mickey Finn, sometimes comics get aggressive with him. Mike Cintron said, hey man, how come I'm not featuring here? I'm like, well, I don't know if you're ready. And then he pushed me. And I got kind of scared. I'm like, well, maybe I'll look into it. And then I go, wait a minute, it's fucking Mike Cintron. I mean, even if there was like 5 of them, like a Voltron midget combination that just came out, stay balanced, the knees are wobbly. And then he would have an X like King Hippo. You want to hit him in the middle. Hit him in the middle, midget. He's got a pancreas issue. These things are clear. I think you all understand what I'm saying here. Voltron midget was the point. I'm a married man. I am married. Sorry, ladies, and Lucas. Sorry. I don't know what. It's got a clap to approve, Lucas. Oh, I don't know. Yes. Continue to slam him. Continue. It's very good. What did I say about you? I already forgot. My wife, we did a show here at the Rumshack. There was a magician here one time, did a show here. My wife came down with me. We're in the back, and the magician does a card trick, takes my wife's name, puts it on a card, ends up it's in his shoe. It's an amazing trick. And later my wife goes, you know, we better get that card. I go, why? Because identity theft. I go, identity theft? How good do you think these guys are? You gonna go get something with that? You're gonna go to the bank? I need all of Gina's money. Do you have any identification? Yes, I have the 2 of hearts. Think that should clear it up. Is she doing this to everybody? Steve, with a name tag, you're throwing your life away. Stop it. Cover it up. Okay, I'll get rid of that joke. That's one I'm working at. I just watched the show Extreme Couponing. Extreme Couponing, have you guys seen this show? Amazing. They will get thousands and thousands of dollars for like $5 worth of groceries. But it's like all the same thing. This one lady goes, I got 700,000 bottles of pickles for 14 cents. There's in one of my, I don't have a spare bedroom anymore, but I have pickles lined up. They fell once and killed my uncle. But all the money I'm saving on pickles, now it's turning into hoarders. That's the difference with that one. So one last thing I gotta say before I leave the Rumshack is, one, I should, this is how I like, that's how I feel this set should have went. Now no one can see me unless you're in the booth section, 2 through 7. And the one show I did do here, the magician thing, was just a bit. A woman claimed to have gotten raped. And rape is never funny, especially during my headline set. All right, Lucas. All right, that's my time. Thank you very much. Thank you. Does anybody have any Percocets? Thank you.
Keep it going for Casey Peruski. When I was at Rachel's last week, I I noticed a slight change in, I guess, in policy. Between dancers, the girl coming on stage will actually take like a wet cloth and she'll like wipe down the pole, you know, for hygienic reasons. And I was thinking, ladies, like, even if you're a hot chick in high heels, you still have to do housework, and that's just not fair, I don't think. You should be allowed like a break when you're like, you know, stripping. That's what I think. Anyway, Kelly agrees because she used to strip. Anyway, okay. So, not really. How about a nice hand for Katie? Katie McBroom. Are you a hyphen, or are you just you're McBroom? Okay, you're like cutting Will out altogether, right? That's cool. That's cool. No, most of us were at Katie and Will's wedding back in October. 10/10/10. I will never forget that. You guys are still in my fridge. That little magnet? Yeah, right next to the coupons for tampons. So anyway, all right. Coming next to the, I bumped you like twice now, dude. You must hate me. I'm just kidding. Give it up for Tony Rivera.
Thank you. All right, Kelly, before I get into any of the wonderful stuff I've written for you, 2 songs, by the way. I know you're excited. Thank you for, coming out to all the shows, to Luna when this place closed down, and continuing to pretend to laugh at all the same jokes that we've been telling for years. We'll definitely miss you. Take Bucky. I'm serious, so serious, Jesus. It's all right. I know he's not actually going to come out of the house after you leave, so I'm not too worried about it. Anywho, after being bumped twice, I think it's time I thoroughly embarrass myself. So.
Yeah!
There we go. Yeah, there you go. Applause. Anyone got any background music? Okay, good. All right. I heard Kelly Craig was leaving town. This is bad, by the way, Michael Jackson. Lisa told me before that I'm really bad. Nobody can figure out what I'm singing. So I'm just gonna ruin it right now. I'm gonna start over now. We're editing that out. That's my camera. So bad. I heard Kelly Craig was leaving town. It sure will suck without you around. But I am looking forward to your farewell cake. You said no roast. I'm glad someone baked. It's good. It's chocolate. There's more. And you may not like my singing voice, but I'm on stage, so you've got no choice. And I wrote more lines, but my ADD made me forget the majority. I thought that was the funniest part of the song. I think my jokes are okay, and my writing's not half bad, but I'm bombing at the last show that the Rumshack ever had, because I'm bad, I'm really, really bad. And my songs are bad, they're bad, this one's particularly bad. But Kelly, it's gonna suck when you're gone. I can tell you that makes me really sad. That's it. I wrote that line right now. I'm really editing this whole shit out. This is fucking horrible. Alright, here's the second one I wrote in the car on the way here. Because Kelly number 2. Don't groan. Don't fucking groan. We're at the Rumshack. This is expected. Hi, Tracy. Tracy, everybody. Oh, yes, you are. You get claps. I like that your suit matches you. It's, So here's the second song anyways, because even though I should get off stage after the only thing I said that was funny, I will continue. Goodbye, Kelly Craig. Although I didn't know you all that long, you came to all my shows and laughed at my bad songs. Seems to me we're losing South Florida's biggest fan. Now that you're gone, all we're left with is Leon's laugh. I would have liked to come with you, but Virginia's known for Hicks. And they would probably hunt me down because of my dark skin. That didn't fit. That was awful. And that is my last appearance at the Rumshack, everybody. Sean. It's actually over, Stevie.
Keep it going for Tony Rivera. Yeah. You know, just a quick aside, no more than 10 minutes. Rumshack, the old Ray's Key West Grill was a very important place for me as a comic because, you know, back in 2004, you know, there was no place to do comedy other than the Improv, unless you wanted to hang out at the New York Comedy Club. But even that was just like once a week, and that was a terrible place to do an open mic. So when Ray's started, it was a great place to go because I knew I needed to do comedy a lot more than once a month or twice a month at the Improv. And of course, I got an email one time from Jim Atkins, my friend, who died a couple of years ago. And he said, "Stevie, the Ray's is closed." And I was like, "What?" I was like, it was a shock. I came by, I took pictures of the building with the signs, all the flyers were still on the walls. It was a real shock. And then when Lisa called me, I don't know, 6 or 8 months ago, when they decided to do a change here, I was like, oh, that's. And she said, she told me the show was ending, like the last week was the last show. And I said, oh, that's kind of sad, but you know, it was like, you know, that's life. You know, things move on. So it's so great. It is so great that now, 6 months later, we get to do a final show in honor of Kelly, because so rarely do you get to have that final show. Something changes, you got to get out, you know, or whatever. So this really means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to Kelly as well. So anyway, so I think, again, Kevin, thank you. And by the way, I officially want to buy a blue T-shirt before I leave tonight because I didn't get one from Ray's, and I regret that. I regret not buying tickets to the 7th game of the World Series in '97, and I regretted not buying a T-shirt at the old Ray's Key West. Those are the only 2 things in life I regret. No, that's bullshit. Okay, anyway, so all right, who's coming up next? You know what? I remember. I've only had 3 beers. Where's Sean? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Everyone, give it up for Sean.
Thank you. Sweet. Settle down. Where are you moving to?
West Virginia.
Oh, that place. It's east or west of the real Virginia. It's like the sequel. Not as good as the original. I don't know what I'm saying. You know what happened in West Virginia? You ever see that movie My Bloody Valentine?
Yeah.
Right? Should stay in Florida.
Wrong turn.
You know what happened in Florida? Jaws. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I could like Dan, he ended with, "Thanks, I'm Sean Began," and that was very funny. Very funny. When I think of Dan, I think there's a guy that gets everything non-due deserves. Just, boom. Oh man, I don't know. I don't really want to. I'm just gonna. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? Here you go. Here's one. I'm gonna read this chick's tweets. I'm new on Twitter, and I'm following this chick that I work with, and she's a nut. Like, so I'm just gonna. You guys cool with that? Are you cool with that? Just I'm gonna read this chick's Twitter, and if it's funny, you know, it's coming from me, so it's probably gonna be pretty funny. Here we go. First tweet. Just parked into a handicapped spot and didn't get a ticket, and you're telling me Jesus doesn't exist?
It's true.
Right? When I read it, I was like, damn, that's poetic. Second tweet. At a bookstore with mom, no Bible section. Some people just don't want to go to heaven. So if you work at Books A Million, you're fucked. That's what that one means. Last one. Just ate a salad. The Holocaust was reasonable. That's her tweets. I don't know. Boom. It's like, there it is. Twitter. I don't know if you guys have heard of that website. It's crazy. It's like, I don't really know what it is. It's just like people write things. And then you could read them on stage anywhere. And no one can stop you. There's nobody like, don't do that. I don't know. I read them on my iPhone. You guys know what the iPhone is? It came with a camera, but I had to install another camera. It only cost me like $4,000. Totally worth it. So that's that. Did you call me a fag for owning an iPhone? Okay. I don't know. Do you have like a joke you remember of mine? Because I'll do it. They're all memorable. I know. I don't know.
We all kind of forget.
Yeah, I know. That's the beauty of me. I don't know. I only have one eye. It sucks. I wanted an iPod. What I got was an eye patch. Good night. God bless America. God bless America. I'm done. God bless America. God bless all you guys. God bless the Rumshack. I'm done.
Keep it going for Sean. Nice hand for Sean. All right. Coming to the stage next. You look like you're Zach Galifianakis' like younger brother with that big beard. He's kind of mainstream, but he's still kind of funny. Give it up for Lucas.
So my friends say I look like Ugly Betty. That's fucking ridiculous! Fucking pissed off. Just got my demo shot. I got hormones rushing through my body. Anyways. Hey. I was just trying to do all the best jokes, the ones that you like the best. Not mine. Yay. This is oh man. Remember the time I did the set here and I started doing all these weed jokes and no one laughed and I was like, oh, you guys are an Oxycontin crowd, and then everyone applauded. And then I almost got a standing ovation from all these heroin addicts, but they were so high on heroin they just kind of nodded. It was cool. Genius. Come to Dada. That's all we're trying to say. That's what this event was for, to show you that there's better places. Places maybe that are in front of a fireplace. Anyways. We still love it. I'm not mad. I'm not fucking bitter. This is my favorite thing to do at Rumshack was this game. What makes you mad? Whatever you're mad at, I'm probably more mad.
Bad drivers.
No one fucking grinds my gears about fucking bad drivers. And then I would say something really clever. That's... You're not gonna be here anymore. Oh, there's been a lot of improvements. Hot wait staff. Very cool. Thanks. I'm very... I wrote that. I wrote that down. Just to please you people. I think what this is missing is Tracy yelling at me and where's Mouse? Yeah. Where's Mouse telling me my package looks big or something? Thanks, Dan. It looks thank you. Oh. And then Tracy's like, that's gay shit. Anyways. That motherfucking gay shit. Yeah, there you go. Now it's feeling more like home. Now it's feeling like what we came to hear. It's like, let's come to the Rumshack. Not for the comedy, but for the, like, heckling. It was great. Remember, who me? Pablo. Pablo came in here and was like, who me? And you try to talk with him and do crowd work, and he just said the same thing. And you always like, anyways. Best time I've ever had here. Lisa brings up the little girl on stage. And then asks this little girl, hey, can you tell us a joke? And she goes, yeah, why did the chicken cross the road? And it was like, we don't know. And it goes, to get hit by a car. Like, that's incredibly morbid. And then Lisa asked her, do you have any other jokes? She goes, yeah, my mom gives me beer. I'm like, that is hilarious. That is child abuse. That is very funny. Neglect is great. Yay. I miss David Stebbins telling us that we can pay him to take a class. Anyways. Remember that night and he got all fucking mad? Anyways. It's like, oh fucking, it was great. You know, like, you can go back to Alabama or something ridiculous. He did voices. He was better at it. You hear the laughter? It feels good. But it wasn't from you guys. It was from the people outside. And they weren't laughing at me. They were saying something funny. See ya. That's how I feel up here. Alright, so I'm gonna leave you with 2 jokes and then I'm gonna leave. Because I've been getting better and it was all thanks to Rumshack. Bombing every week made me go, maybe I don't want to do this anymore. Maybe rape's not funny. Anyways. So my girlfriend just changed her hair color from dark brown to blonde. And she was really worried that like people weren't going to take her seriously. And I was like, baby, it doesn't matter whatever your hair color is. You're always going to be black. I'll wait for the applause, Mike. I don't give a shit. Thank you, Mike. It's funny because she's black. It's because it's a racist joke. That's why it's funny.
Hey, fun.
Hey! Thank you, Tracy! Oh. Yes, Dan?
Alright. Lucas and I were writing that joke together. I think it's funnier. This is like a now writer's meeting.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Dan.
I think it's funnier if at the end she's imaginary, not black. Right? Well, I think it's funny. Is the joke that you have a girlfriend?
Thank you, Dan. That is funny. I like the riffing. This is the best set I've ever had at Rumshack, by the way, and the biggest audience we've ever had. So, feels good. Anyways, Lisa's asking Steve to light me. If you guys don't know what the light means, it means keep on going. You're really funny. Keep doing it. It's great. All right. I'm going to leave you with this because I know this is the joke that you're going to remember me for. All right? So I went to Olive Garden the other day. I got the unlimited pasta bowl. They go, what kind of pasta do you want? Well, we have ravioli, we have spaghetti, we have angel hair. I was like, angel bears, you see them too? Thank you.
Keep it going for Lucas. And the thing I love about the Rumshack, whether it was Ray's or the Rumshack present day, was that no matter how funny you thought you were, Rumshack and Ray's always told you otherwise. You know? Just brought you down to your level you should have been at. Anyway, coming next to the stage, he got here late, but he's been on stage a few times, and he's had some very, very memorable sets here at the Rumshack. Oh God, he's bringing up props. Fuck. Please give it up for Tracy Young. Come on, Tracy.
All right, everybody.
Here we go.
Lisa Carell is my mentor. And I'm going to keep on reminding y'all if we ever do another set here. And Kevin is the owner of this place. So I want y'all to give a big applause for Kevin. Power to Kevin. That's right. Now, with that said, fuck Dane Cook. All right. Kelly, I'm gonna miss you. And Bucky. Bucky, you going with him? Fuck you, man. He can't go. I'm gonna let you know when you get to West Virginia, they got something called Negro Virginians or Virginia niggas. And they're gonna be after you. Because the black boys there, they like white women. And just like me, and I promise you I will not disrespect you or anything. I just want you to know that because we had our thing. But I had a crush on Kelly. I ain't gonna lie, Bucky, you got a fine woman. But if you were with me, honestly, you would have to come with a warranty, because I would wear that ass out. I just have to say that to you, Kelly. You going to West Virginia, right? I gotta keep it real with you. But Kelly, she's been like an inspiration to me, like everybody here at the Rumshack. And I had a crush on her, and I would write poetry to her on Facebook. Nobody know about her, but I know she used to delete the shit, so I don't blame you. But it's just, it's no disrespect. It's just there are certain people that get to me that pulls that inner, deeper soul that's inside you out, and you just have to put it on paper. I did it with Wendy Starling. Used to write stuff to her. I knew she used to burn this shit up, so hey, you got something to talk about tomorrow, Will. But I respect you, and I'm really going to truly miss you. And I thank you for allowing me to open myself up, all of you. And you just don't know how I almost had tears come out 2 weeks ago finding out you leaving. But Bucky, I'm fucking pissed at you, because I wouldn't let my woman go. But hey, you live with that. But every Monday here, the first time I performed here was 2009, July 30th was the 29th. And I met Lisa Carrero. And ever since then, Mondays were the greatest day of my life since I was when I came out of prison, because I had a chance to evolve on this stage. It helped me develop and just nurture my abilities. And I actually felt like once in my life I belonged with a group of people. You guys allowed me to do some crazy things, and believe me, Kevin was back there sometimes. You ready to call 911 on a brother, so I know. But he allowed me. You guys allowed me to open up and develop my talent. That's a gift, and I thank you for that. And one of these talents I developed was when I was released from prison. I couldn't believe it was a recession. I know we're going through all this job stuff, but I had this thing that I developed where I was giving out gifts, and it helped me do a little comedy thing. So I want to just do that. I didn't get you nothing, Kelly. I just want to let you know, because y'all, I tried that with y'all last time with some lotion and some sunglasses, because y'all were getting back together, and this shit didn't work. But I know you used the lotion. I don't blame you. Probably use it on your legs. The lotion, rub the lotion on the body. It makes you feel good. Some shit like that. But I want to try what I used to do to you guys. So let's just go with the first gift, okay? This award is an award called Off My Head, Off My Body Award. This award goes to the baddest man who had a dry season. You know who you are. Found him a woman. Now he gets orgies. He goes to cookouts on Sunday. He goes on Easter egg hunts with his woman now. He studies psychology so he can make a baby talk. He is the baddest man on Delray Beach this day. He's the one, the only, the shucking, driving, dancing man, Dan Dakotas. Come and get your hat award. It was worn by me, though.
When Tracy writes love letters, you know it's from the heart because it's in lowercase. Dan, your hat award?
Oh, there's something inside.
Oh!
More porn!
Oh, Lord, no!
Christmas!
You have the privilege of knowing that I jacked out before I gave it to you. And please know that I washed the hat for you before you got it. You said you wanted it. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you, Tracy!
Yeah. Ain't no recession up in the Rumshack tonight. Kevin is giving $100 to everybody. You better leave while you got a chance. This next T-shirt off my back award goes to. He loves to eat cats. He has climbed the earth around the world. He's been on the moon, Mars, and Jupiter. He had Lisa Carrero wax his back and massage his stomach. He's got feet for shoes. If he wanted his feet to be another feet, it would be a kitty cat. Catty cat, cat, cat. He has smoked weed with a cat. He has ate bananas with a rat. And he's climbed buildings with a monkey. If he was black, he wouldn't be my family. This award with my T-shirt go off my back goes to none other than Nandu. Be advised, this T-shirt has been worn by Tracy Young, who has brought Lisa Carrero on stage. If Lisa Carrero remembers Ed Donos. It also comes with a hat. Please say so.
Thanks, Tracy. Only Tracy will give me a shirt with 2 sets of sleeves on it. Don't know why. I wear toes and shoes. Why do I need 2 sleeves? Give me some gloves, fucker. Anyway, thank you.
Hey, Dan, this is your ball. When I met this gentleman, he's the baddest man I ever met. I mean, Lisa Carell said she was scared of me. I was scared of Lisa and this next man. Because he's got the sexiest legs on earth. He's got the finest woman with the fattest ass I ever seen on a white woman. Oh, it's my time to tap that ass. But he's the one, the only. If you catch him on a midnight stroll, you may catch him in a drag queen's dress. He is none other than Stevie D. I've always wanted to give you this when I first met you. Last time I gave you something was oil, and you looked at me like, nigga, you crazy? Please say something, Stevie. Don't leave here. Please say something for Rumshack.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this award, and Tracy, thank you.
That is a writer's book, everybody. When I met Stevie D, I know he writes a lot, and I always said I wanted to buy the man a book, just to, you know, maybe put his personal things in there and write something, maybe a novel. Who knows what may happen. Since this man, next person that I admire, truly enough, is not here, I'm gonna go with this one because the last one, oh, y'all gonna get this one. The last one, I'm gonna hit you hard. We'll keep the bag in there because a certain person's gonna have to give it to her. This next person is one of the men who never feared me when he first met me. I told him he needed a black dick if he wanted to hang with me. But instead, I got him some black dynamite because I kept saying, black men do have little dicks. He is a funny man. He's building up Haiti. He is the one, the only David Stebbins. Lisa Carell, could you please come and accept David Stebbins' award? Because the motherfucker too scared to come here tonight and hang with the real Rumshack comedian. My mentor, the baddest woman on earth. Love your commercial. I seen it on TV one day. Please, wait, say some words for him. You can't. You know, just sell him a swap shop or whatever.
On behalf of David Stebbins, who did not care enough to come tonight, just thank you to Tracy. You look very nice. And also want to point out, Tracy's sets can also be evidence in a court of law, submitting to stalking people. And we love you, look nice. Okay, that's enough.
Did it for you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Make sure David gets that, please.
Okay.
Do you promise? Now, I'm witnessing. I'll start stalking you. You're going to have to break my neck. You know I'm scared of you. This is the last one. Let me show you what I got here. This is a crystal wine set collection. Now, I'm going to give you a long story on this one, okay? I understand. When I came out in 2009, I just first came on the scene at Rumshack. You know, nobody knew me, and I had to grow. And you guys accepted me because, you know, I was funny. If I wasn't funny, y'all would send me on my way. But these motherfuckers I'm giving this shit to tonight are the baddest couple alive. They only invited one nigga to the party. They didn't invite nobody else, and his name was Chicken George. You know who you are. When they have a baby, I hope it's a black baby.